Listen y'all, we've got another update in the ongoing drama between TY and 50 Cent. As we all know, this back and forth has been heating up for weeks now, but things just took another turn because 50 Cent recently dropped a verse that many people believe is aimed straight at T1, his son, and Tamika Tiny Harris. Now, before we really break down the shots that 50 Cent allegedly fired at TI1, let's rewind for a moment and give some quick context. Yesterday morning, 50 Cent hopped online and announced that he's working on a documentary focused on the allegations involving T1 and Tiny. And if you missed what 50 actually said in his post, here's the gist of it. He wrote, "Remember how quiet I got before the Diddy doc? Dame thought I wasn't coming. I hope this doesn't mess up your promo tour. They're going to ask about your 20 sexual assault cases. You might want to talk to a crisis PR person." Now obviously that post alone had the internet buzzing, but that wasn't the only thing 50 hinted at. He also teased the possibility of new music dropping soon, and sure enough, that's exactly what happened. Of course, T.I. didn't waste any time reacting to the idea of 50 putting together a documentary about him and his wife. T.I. fired back saying, "Look, we can go bar for bar, hit for hit, or doc for doc. Either way, all you're going to do is show the world how much of an FN you are. Let's play. Nobody fears you over here, boo-boo. Number, let them know." Now, while all of this was happening online, T.I. and his family were actually in New York doing interviews and media appearances. At one point, someone in the comments told them they should go shoot a music video in Jamaica, Queens, which is basically 50 Cent's backyard. T.I. responded pretty bluntly, saying, "For what? He ain't there, get out of here." So yeah, the Harris family was definitely outside. T.I.'s sons were doing interviews too, including Domani Harris, who reportedly stopped by the Breakfast Club. At the same time, the family was also filming content for several diss tracks they'd been releasing aimed at 50. From what people saw online, they were posted up somewhere in downtown New York shooting visuals, and of course fans immediately started instigating in the comments. But at that moment, most people thought the situation had cooled down a bit. Well, not exactly. Last night, 50 Cent dropped a brand new record. And for those who may not know, the track is reportedly connected to one of the spin-off series from Power. But the line that has everybody talking goes like this: "I'm back on my dope boy grammar. Your daddy made your mama eat every box in Atlanta." Now again, 50 didn't actually say anyone's name. But a lot of listeners believe that line was clearly aimed at T1, his son, and Tiny. If you want to hear the snippet for yourself, the clip is floating around online. But as expected, T.I. and his son didn't take long to respond to those bars. T.I. came back saying, "50, drop whatever you want. Just keep showing the world you a hoe on clay. And you still ain't tell us why you was in full KD pulling with that smile. Pandora's box is open now. Good luck. FN, you suck. P.S. Me and mine to the end of time." That was T.I.'s reaction to the alleged shots. But he wasn't the only one who spoke up. His son, King Harris, also jumped in and posted his own response. He wrote, "Homie dropped that weak track. Ain't nothing you can do that we can't, Mr. 5, so sit back and watch the show. We finna cook him. Song out now, will be on all platforms later today. Comments drop top for me to DM the link." So clearly, both T.I. and King weren't exactly impressed by the verse 50 released. And look, let's be honest, a lot of people have been waiting to see how 50 would respond to everything that's been happening. Because if there's one thing about 50 Cent, it's that he's extremely calculated. For weeks now, people have been praising T.I. and his sons for standing on business and defending their mother after 50 made certain comments online. Some fans even said King was matching 50's energy after wearing a shirt with 50's mother on it, something that sparked a lot of debate. T1 himself later said in an interview that he wished King hadn't gone that far, even though he respected the fact that his son was defending his mum. But the bigger question is, how did all of this even start? Remember, this whole situation originally came from talk about a potential Vazooz battle between T1 and 50 Cent. Somehow that conversation turned into diss records, trolling, and now even a documentary. Now that 50 has dropped this new verse, reactions are mixed. Some people say the line was clever, while others feel like it wasn't strong enough compared to what T.I. and his sons have already released. And here's another interesting point fans have brought up. If this track really is the theme song for another Power spin-off, then every time the show airs, people are going to hear that line, S.